Welcome my good smelling friends, Ify here. After posting the video of strongest perfumes below 25 pounds, Naz was quite pleased to find out that his fragrance made it to #1 and he decided to send me his latest creation, which is Prince of Persia. Yes guys, I was a bit shocked to find out that he makes his own perfumes. I thought he has started like his own brand, he has a perfumer who creates his fragrances, but no, it seems that he has some recipes and he's been playing with oils for the past couple of years and he actually created his own fragrances. And why am I saying that I was a bit shocked? Because the first two he sent me, Persian Assassin and Persian Garden, smell like they are created by a professional. And with a fragrance called Prince of Persia, of course I was curious into seeing what this fragrance has to offer, because the first two, I think the name of the fragrances match the perfume itself. And I was really curious to smell this one because with a name such as Prince of Persia, you have high expectations. And I have to tell you from the beginning, guys, Naz is a small YouTuber who's really passionate about fragrances from what I've seen, and he doesn't have like a big business with his fragrances. He's creating them himself and he sells them on eBay. And look at the bottles. It's obvious that he doesn't invest too much into his bottles. That's mainly because these things cost. But it's such a shame that the juice inside them is so good and it needs to be promoted, and I'm happy to promote something that it's made out of passion, that it's of a good quality and that offers you good value for the money you pay. And as long as I can help him promote his fragrances, and as long as I can help you guys get your hands and your nose on some good and affordable quality stuff, here I am. So first of all, these are pure perfume. I believe there's no alcohol in them, but I will have to confirm that with Naz because I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not detecting alcohol, but again, I have to confirm. So what does that mean? It means that you're basically spraying, it's almost like you're spraying perfume oil on your skin. So these are very highly concentrated. The texture itself, it's very thick, and not only on the skin because it's a thick oil, but in the smell as well. The bottles, even though they are simple, I do like them, but this one, the last one, Prince of Persia, has a bit of a gap here at the neck of the bottle and it has some leakage going on. If you rub the fingers around that place, I mean, you can actually see the oil. And here's why I'm saying that it's obvious that this is not a big business because these things cost, and it's more important that the juice is good, and probably, and I hope that if his business will become successful or if his perfumes will become more popular, that he's going to fix the bottle issue. Now, if you haven't seen my review on the previous two, Persian Garden and Persian Assassin, I will do just a quick recap. This looks green and it smells green and its name is green, Persian Garden, but it's not like a herbal or grassy type of green here. It's more of a oriental fougere on a classic male fragrance. It's that kind of a classic green, soapy like male fragrance. Persian Assassin, it's something that if you like deep dark fragrances like amouage ones, this is one of those kind of fragrances. It's earthy, it's resinous, it's dark, and it's not for everyone. In fact, these two are more for the mature man. But the last one he sent me, Prince of Persia, it's more wearable and it's more towards unisex in my opinion. So I like this also about his creations and about his thinking and his passion, because this is passion. When you think of a name, Prince of Persia, and you make a juice that it's more wearable, because a prince is not someone who's really mature, And when you name a fragrance Persian Assassin, and you create something like this, dark, mysterious, earthy, and you have the juice color looking like this, and then you make Persian Prince of Persia a bit lighter in color, and then you have Persian Garden, which is green and which also has that green smell. I like this, that he puts his thinking in a creative way. And with Prince of Persia, yes, this is something more wearable. This is something that even the younger crowd could enjoy, but it's definitely an oriental fragrance because it has oud, but it's not the most dominant note. And again, compared to Persian Assassin, this also has some citrusy. It also has some brightness. This is completely dark. So this has some lime and some mint to freshen it up, but it has oud starting from the beginning. And it's not, like I said, it's not a dominant oud, but it's a oud rose combo. So you're getting a bit of that medicinal oud. This only lasts up until the fragrance goes into the middle notes, where the fragrance is going to be more dominated by floral notes such as jasmine. The rose will still be there, but jasmine will take over, and you'll start to feel the base notes, more exactly the saffron. If you don't know how saffron smells, it's pretty difficult to describe it, but think of it as a combination of the most refined spices. There's also some sandalwood coming from the base notes, which will give the fragrance smoothness. This is more smooth also because it has some musk in the base. But the saffron, again, it's the most dominant note, and it's something that suits the word prince. So by this time, the oud in this fragrance is almost completely gone. You can't really tell that there's oud in this fragrance at that point, but saffron, musk, sandalwood, bit of jasmine and rose left from the middle notes, and that's where the fragrance is going to stay at the most time. And it's going to stay a while on the skin because it is very concentrated, but I feel it doesn't project as good as, for example, Persian Garden, which this fragrance can fill a small room just by putting the bottle in the room. But usually with fragrances which are without alcohol, the projection will not be so good, but the longevity will. And that was it, guys. If you have tried the previous two and you haven't tried Prince of Persia, I think this is definitely more wearable. If you haven't tried anything from him yet and you want something that it's more easy to wear, again, Prince of Persia. If you want something more mature but that comes closer to the Western fragrances, I recommend Persian Garden. If you want something that's closer to the niche, like Amouage type of fragrances that are dark, that's more difficult to wear, also a bit more mature, I definitely recommend Persian Assassin. And that was it, guys. I hope this video will give you at least a bit more insight about his fragrances, because he does deserve more attention. And if you have tried any of these, please leave a comment below, not only for me, but for the people who would like to try these fragrances, and for Naz, of course. It will help him, promote his fragrances. And until the next video, guys, just keep smelling great.